Yo, what's good, y'all? First off, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube. You know, just want to talk about a particular topic right now when it comes to music and then MC, who I feel is just the best, right? But before I get to that, right? Of course, when you put out music, you want it to sell, you want people to buy it, you want people to stream it, download it, whatever way they get their music, right? And it's about sales, it's about all that. But in the same breath, to me, it's not all about that to me because you could sell a ton of records. You could get 1 million streams. You can get all that. Doesn't mean you nice like that. And that's not no shade towards nobody. You know, so I'm saying all that to say big salute to the bro Ransom, who's been my favorite MC since '04. And to me, he's the best at penning lyrics down, hands down. Again, hip hop is opinionated, but to me, he's just been the best at this for over 20 years now. But ever since he came back in 2019, I don't think nobody's had a better pen. We could have that debate. You know, salute to Spesh, salute to R.J. Payne, salute to Conway, salute to Benny, salute to Rome Streets, just to name a few. Those guys I named dope lyricists. Where Ransom is just on another tier and level, in my opinion, when it comes to these bars, man. You know what I mean? And it's been like that for a long time. You know, and I respect what he's been doing because he got it out the mud. You know, the industry didn't really pay attention to him for whatever reason, but the bro is on another level when it comes to his craft. And I appreciate MCs like him who appreciate their craft and do what they do. You know what I mean? And, you know, he's beyond a wordsmith. You know, it's, like I said, it's God level MCing. And, you know, you're going to have your artists out here, like I said, that sell millions and millions of records that get that recognition overran, which is cool for that fan base. But if we talking just strictly bar for bar, people that know hip hop, these are for the people that know hip hop. They're not going to tell me that Ransom is not that dude. He's arguably the best MC to pen lyrics down. We could argue that. If people know lyricism, they know what I'm saying is true. You know what I mean? But, you know, salute to the brother Rand. You know, one of his biggest supporters. I know he got a ton of them out there. I already listened to his new album. I know it drops on the 19th, but you know you could purchase it early on the website that he has. Fire, and there's not no bias. Like this man doesn't miss. And I know that claim years ago that Jadakiss hasn't spit a whack verse in the '90s. You could argue Ransom hasn't spit a whack verse. Period. I'm gonna say that again. You could argue that Ransom has never spit a whack verse. Period. You know what I mean? But I just want to give my appreciation and support and love to the bro. You know what I mean? He's been doing what he's been doing. And he doesn't get talked about enough. I mean, he's been talked about more now since he came back, but even then, it's like, you know, a lot of people still, you know, are not familiar with the brother's discography. He got a lot of music, but bar for bar, that brother is arguably the best MC to pen some lyrics down. This shouldn't even be a discussion. Like, in terms of people that know lyricism, he's lapped a lot of people bar for bar. Does he sell millions and millions and millions of records like these mainstream dudes? No. That don't, but none of them dudes, some of them dudes ain't better than him either. If we just talking about lyricism, you can sell records, have radio hits and radio spins, that's cool. You know, nothing wrong with that. But if we just talking strictly on the lyricism, the craft, the metaphors, the entendres, the context. You know what I mean? The structure, all that. You're not gonna sit up here and tell me that Ransom is not next level. He's the best, in my opinion. But I just want to talk about that. Give my brother his flowers because he deserves them. You know what I mean? And like I said, he takes time with his craft and he appreciates his craft. So salute to the brother Ransom, Trust, all of them, and y'all have a good one.